The SCM Minimax ME25 is the ME20's larger sibling. And take note, it is rather different than the ME20. There are quite a few differences, and they aren't necessarily small. It too is virtually single-sided, meaning the setup and feed are all on one side, saving floor space. With the electrical cabinet located on the lower right side of the machine, and the regulator and 120mm dust port located on the left side of the machine. The ME25 is 3,060mm or just about 120.5 inches long. It is 1,120mm or 44 inches deep, with the top carousel sticking out the furthest to the rear right of the machine. Overall height is 1,270mm or 50 inches, while the work table height sits right at 904mm or 35.5 inches. The front material support is adjustable and adds 255mm to the depth of the machine when fully extended outward. The display currently shows an E1 reset. To reset the machine, you're simply going to hit the white button below your E stop. The black button is a hard stop and is going to require you to reset the machine to continue operation. On the top left is one of the most used controls, which is the glue pot control. On your display, your bottom readout is going to show set temperature, while the top is going to show actual temperature of the glue pot itself. You can choose between rolls and strips. The ME25 does have two strip modes, 0 to 3mm and 3.5 to 5mm, and is 5mm capable on strips and 3mm capable on rolls. Below this is your control for end trim and buffers. The rest of these buttons are not used and are not optioned on the ME25, as this control is used on several machines in the ME lineup. Next, you have a stop button, followed by a start button. The difference between this pair and your other pair are these are more of a play and pause, whereas these are actually resetting the machine. This is your 7 meter a minute feed. You simply toggle to the right and your conveyor will start. Your conveyor will not start until your glue comes up to temp. So once your actual glue temperature matches your set temperature, you will be able to engage your feed. The rest of the controls are used to program the PLC with options like temperature and language. This SCM Minimax ME25 Edgebander has a nearly 29-inch carousel. This is your in-feed fence. It is very easy to adjust both forward and back. You simply unlock it, look at your numeric readout, and you simply toggle the lever back and forth to dial it in. Using the included 17mm wrench, we are going to loosen the front bolt, which is going to release the conveyor. By doing so, we can now adjust height. You do have a numeric readout here that does read out in millimeters. It is currently at 43.3 millimeters. You simply come up, use that same 17mm wrench, and you can easily adjust your height. We're going to open the lid. It does have a gas strut to hold it open. I'm going to come back over and we are going to release this bolt all the way. Now, the machine will actually capture it, so you don't have to worry about losing it. There is a lower belt drive on this machine, which is different than the ME20. So the 25 is going to have a lower belt drive, and it is going to have a series of feed wheels on the swing out arm. There's going to be a total of 36 wheels, 18 per side. Up front, you are going to find the same glue pot as you have in the ME20. It is 1 liter or 1 kilogram. You do have your glue applicator here. Now, things around here are a little bit different in the ME25 versus the ME20. The first thing you're going to notice is it does have a different feed system, and the feed system is now left the glue pot, whereas in the ME20, this feed system is over here and it uses a rubber wheel. You have a knurled wheel. On top of this, you do have a guillotine. The guillotine is going to look similar, but you should note that you do have a larger piston in the back. This machine is 3 millimeter capable, and you are going to need a larger piston to do a rough end cut. Additionally, right here, you do have your pressure station, but you do not have controls up front here to adjust them. They are in the rear. You do have a control down here. This is going to allow you to adjust, just like on the ME20, you can adjust that glue applicator in and out. Now, this is where things get quite a bit different. On the ME20, you do have a pneumatic end trim. So your front and trailing edge are going to be cut by pneumatic cutters, 2 of them. On the ME25, you are going to get a motorized end trim. That is a huge difference. And again, part of the reason is this machine is 3 mil capable, and this blade is going to be better suited towards thicker material. After this, you are going to find your top and bottom trim. This top and bottom trim is the same as the ME20. If we go around back, you're going to see it does have it's very easy to adjust, and you do have numeric readouts both top and bottom. The ME25 also adds top and bottom scrapers, along with top and bottom buffers as well.